Morning friends, it's Katie Steinberg here with another beautiful sunrise. This one a little different, a little cloudy, but nonetheless beautiful. And so last week we talked a little bit about what it feels to be approaching burnout, and it occurs to me maybe we should talk about what to do next. What do you do with that? So I think a lot of what happens with burnout, with overwhelm, is trying to eat the whole pie at once, trying to take on everything at once. We have a vision, an idea. It can be a very good one, a heartfelt hope for the world, for justice, or it could be something a little more simple, like buying a home or achieving some kind of vocational goal or whatever it is. Sometimes it just feels too big and like a giant mountain you're standing at the base of, and whether that's just trying to climb out of bed on a really hard day or whether that's trying to achieve a life goal, it really doesn't matter. It feels like a mountain ahead of you, and that's what it is. And regardless of how it's recognized by the outside world or not, regardless of how much I or you or anyone else judges how hard it should be, it really becomes inconsequential because the answer is the same. And as I use the mountain metaphor, it reminds me of all the times that Jesus went up the mountain to pray, or there was talk of being able to move mountains with faith and this kind of thing, which I always took as like this unrealistic, insurmountable kind of thing. But it occurs to me now that there's really one way forward, and it's one step at a time. That's what we're given. And I think sometimes we want to rush things and we want to be efficient and get things done. We want easy answers. We want, whether it's a video game or a math equation or a relationship problem, we want it quick and easy. Like, I know what to do and move on. And part of me kind of wonders, like, what is it we think we're moving on to? What is the next thing we think we're just rushing to get to if we just rush through this life? So instead, what might it be like to kind of take it little by little and take lots of pauses to appreciate it? And instead of shaming ourselves for the times we rest and take a break, we use that time to acknowledge the progress we've made, acknowledge where we've come from and how far we've gotten, and appreciate it and celebrate it and value it. And, and when it feels too big, it is for today. But maybe today's about rest, or maybe today's about a few small steps, or maybe today's about looking around at the people around you and loving and engaging them instead of making progress on whatever goal we have. Whatever it is, it's probably about trusting yourself, the deep knowing, the true self. Father Richard Rohr writes a lot about the universal Christ and how Christ is in everything, all beings, and everything. And if that's true, then there's a space in which you can trust you to know when to rest, or when to move, when to be an example, or when to just be relatable. The next right step. What I know is that it can be very hard to move when you're looking at all of it at once. And maybe you can do one small thing today. And be proud of it. And let it be enough. Like, if we have any belief in sort of this loaves and fishes God, where we present whatever little bit we've got and it gets multiplied, maybe the little bit you got is getting out of bed today. See what God does with it. Maybe the little bit you got is just to dream for today about what's possible. See what God does with that. Whatever your offering is, may you know that it's enough. May you know that it's just exactly what it's supposed to be today. May you take slow, deep breaths and baby steps and look at the beauty of the world around you. And may all of that convince you undeniably of just how loved you are.